And that's why when a woman wants to go for CS, they need extra blood. So that the moment the blood leaves you, you die. That's why when Cain killed Abel, it was the blood that cried unto God. You are alive because you have blood. Your blood has life. That's why the Bible says when a man kills another and the blood touches the ground, that blood continues to talk until your own blood touches that ground. It will not stop talking. That's why some of us, sometimes it baffles me. I want to ask a question, please. How much did cultists pay in a month? Did they pay money? No, please, did they pay money? How much did they pay them in a month? I will always ask questions. Before now, I have gone to altar to take sham before. I knelt down and they said, this thing you are taking, no gun will enter. I took it very happy. Within short time, somebody was killed. I said, you said gun will not enter. Why did that man die? Oh, you have deceived me. I pack everything. How can I join a group in a year nobody pays me? It is only when there is trouble you call me. Then I became a member of that group. It is devil and Satan. It is the height of foolishness. How can I be no gain? And they don't even like themselves. Each time one of them died, what they do, they will just run away and leave the corpse there. It is police that will come and carry the corpse. If you like him, the Bible says in John 3:16, for God so loved the world, and he gave his only begotten son. If I love you and we are the same God, you die. Why can't I die for you? You will run and leave my corpse for people to come and see and photograph me, and then police will never come and carry. Then later you turn from the back and to come and see how you can keep it 15 days. If they like you, why can't they die for you? That is what they use to make you. Now I want to ask another question. When we say politicians, how much do they pay them? Sometimes we that encourage them to go and do what is not right. In this local government, in the state, in the federal, there is something they call allocation. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay, now, if I'm working in a place and somebody gives me money to give this brother 50,000, 50 every month, my duty is to go to Abuja, sign it, and come and give to you, pay workers, pay pension. That is our duty. That is the duty. And then if I come, I didn't pay these people. Who am I?
Chief.
It is our money. It's not their money. It is your own money. And then when it is an election, you go and carry gun, you go and fight. And their children are in abroad. Some of them are relocated, their families abroad. Why you will go and fight? Do you know that it's because of you that we don't have good candidates? Because of electoral violence, those we know in our community who have fear of God because they are afraid of you, because they are using cultists to do evil, they cannot come out to vote. They run away. Then those with stunted political growth will take over the stage and will begin to suffer. And I pray that God Almighty will intervene in our affairs, whereby your votes will count and the good people will rule, so that everyone will be responsible. When the good leader, the Bible says, when the righteous rule, the people will rejoice. And I pray that God will bring the righteous to the throne. Now, I want to read two testimonies in a book I wrote, The Dangers of Cultism. I want you to listen how somebody was initiated into cult. If it is what is good for us to join, let us listen. Now, this man said, I got admission into the school with a very promising future ahead of me, with all amount of happiness and zeal. and I finally entered school, and I am now an undergraduate. While in school, after my registration, I've settled down for lectures, and I met a friend that comes from the same area with me, who entered school before me. So he called me, and we started hanging out together, and he was helping to show me around. Then one day he told me that there is a place we are going together to stay and study our book. So we left the school that evening to his house, outside the school, and he told me that we have to wait for another person. Then he went out and stayed so long outside. We left his house at about 10 p.m. and he told me there is a footpath we have to take so as to make the journey short. And then we entered one bush track, and only two of us, with my boots on my hands. And we walked far, we got tired, and he said the place was not far again. We got to a point, and I saw other faces join us. That I don't even know them. But as we walked into the bush, I was becoming nervous and scared. So I started asking him questions, and the other faces shouted at me to keep quiet and follow. Finally, we got to a place where we saw others, and I heard drumming and voices inside the bush. Then they held me and some other people like me who knew nothing, and they tied our eyes with a dark rod. And they started beating us. The beating was so intense that I remember what my mother told me at home, that I should not trust anybody. Then the rain started, and I thought they would stop. But they shouted, the sea is rough, and that sailing is fun in a rough sea. And the beating continued. We were 8 that they wanted to initiate that night. And I heard one of us begging and crying that he is asthmatic because of the rain, that they should leave. But those boys didn't pay attention, and they continued beating us until that boy choked under the asthma and slumped dead. And they carried him and threw him into the bush and later buried him in that bush. And the boy never came back till today, and was declared missing at home till today. Then I was initiated into the court, and my experience there in the court was terrible. No rest, no peace, constant contribution, dues, fears, killing, shooting, and beating. Even my family suffered. The experience was so bitter and terrible until the day I met Christ in my life. And then I found peace in my life. I thank God for keeping me alive till today. Then the second person gave a story like this. He said there was a court clash between